veteran.
Good morning, everyone. If you've heard me speak before, you realize that I talk with a different accent. My parents were U.S. soldiers. I'm an Australian citizen. I've lived here for almost 60 years. So I'm not an Aussie by accident or birth, I'm an Aussie by choice. But you're still probably wondering why someone born in the U.S. would have an Anzac story. Well, I do have a strong connection to the military through my parents, which makes Anzac Day special to me. It all starts with World War II. In 1941, my Kansas-born mother, Eloise, enlisted in the Women's Army Air Corps, the WACs, with each of her 4 brothers and sisters all serving in a different branch of the military. In her role as a weather observer, she was posted to various Army airfields across America, that was where she met my father, Russell, an airplane mechanic, just a skinny kid from Brooklyn who'd enlisted on his 18th birthday. According to their legend, Daddy won Mama's heart by whistling Waltzing Matilda, and she won his heart because she had shoe coupons. They were married in uniform in 1944 by an Army chaplain on a post in Arizona, becoming Corporals Incorporated, and never able to spend more than 72 hours together in Army posts across Arizona, New Mexico, Florida, until the end of the war. I put a photo of their wedding in uniform over there on the table. She always teased him because she made sergeant before he did. Now, let's fast forward to the Korean War, 1952. My dad, like many other young veterans with families, supplemented his income by joining the National Guard. His call-up sent him to Fort Lewis in Washington State, and then to the Presidio, San Francisco, where he used his cartographic skills to map mainland Korea. My sister Donna and I went to nursery school and kindergarten on the Army posts. After the war, the U.S. Geological Survey recruited many military-trained mapmakers, so my family moved to Missouri. Once again, my dad joined the local National Guard. He graduated from the Officers Cadet School at the Army War College, Fort Belvoir, Virginia, located near Washington, D.C., and rose to become commanding officer of the 1438 Float Bridge Company, Army Corps of Engineers. So the ethos of proudly serving in the military was embedded in our whole family. As kids, my sister and I grew up with a father who was a part-time soldier. Surrounded by uniforms, trucks, and heavy Army equipment, lots of cute young men, eating at the Officers Club at Fort Leonard Wood, all of that was far more exciting to us than having a cartographer for a father, until he began to map the moon, but that's another story. Because Americans are very big on parades, for many years I watched my dad lead his company of men marching down Main Street on every 4th of July, Veterans Day, and any other excuse to march. Many years later, after I migrated to Australia, it made perfect sense then for my father to want to march somehow on Anzac Day when he was visiting me. Well, the Cleveland RSL that Ann was talking about, that RSL branch made it happen, and they gave him a digger's welcome. I felt so proud to see my dad wearing his medals and hat, marching beside his only grandson who was wearing his grandmother's medals. A very memorable way of celebrating the spirit of Anzac in my most beloved adopted country. Now we'll have the wreath and floral tribute.